Thank you everyone for joining us for a quick look at the inflation data. I'm Mike Carr with True Options Masters, joined here by Amber Hestla, and we are going to look at the inflation report. Just a quick cursory look to tell you what's really important in the data. Now, just a reminder, if you like these videos, click the like and subscribe buttons. Turning to the data, the headline on the Consumer Price Index rose 9.1% compared to a year ago in June. That was even higher than May's 8.6% reading, which was already the biggest increase since 1981. Economists surveyed by Dow Jones News Service ahead of the report expected an 8.8% reading. So the actual rate of inflation was even higher than expectations. Core CPI, which excludes food and energy prices, and this is the way the Fed looks at inflation. Well, it came in at 5.9%, also above estimates of 5.7%. From my perspective, one thing's for sure. Analysts don't seem to believe inflation is ravaging families. They are understating how bad it is out here in America. Now, that inflation report, well, it actually contains hundreds of different data series. We dug into the report this morning, and Amber, what's your biggest takeaway from the report?
The first thing that jumped out at me is that high prices are absolutely crushing families with young children. The report shows that baby food is up 14% in the past 12 months, infants and toddlers clothing up 10%, cleaning products up 11.3%, and if you have kids, you buy a lot of cleaning supplies. But my biggest takeaway is probably that the government doesn't fully recognize the pain inflation is causing young families. The report notes that prices for daycare and preschool rose 3.7%. And okay, that seems low based on my experience, but maybe it's accurate based on how they're collecting the data. My issue is that they assign a small weight to that expense and show the average family spending about $300 a month on daycare. No one I know spends that little on daycare. It's $850 a month or more. So even a 3.7% increase means parents have to make tough choices on what they have to cut back on.
Now, that's a great point. The pain of inflation just isn't evenly distributed. While almost everyone is feeling the effects of higher prices, some are really struggling more than others. That especially seems to include families with young kids. I assume you buy a lot of cleaning supplies. You also buy a lot of baby food and clothes for those young toddlers. So this is a struggle. Now, let's hope the Fed gets this under control in the next few months.
And Mike, didn't you somehow spot some good news in all of that data?
Well, that's right, Amber, although we're stretching to call it good news. One of the data series in the report is used to calculate the cost of living adjustment, or COLA, for Social Security. If inflation stops rising right now, seniors will see a 9% increase in their checks next year. That's unlikely since the trend in inflation is up. If the current trend continues, COLA will be 11.2%. That's good news in the sense that some relief for those on fixed incomes could be on the way.
All right, well then maybe next time when we talk, we can just look at the prospects of the Fed cutting us out of this mess. That's all we have for today, but if you did enjoy our brief chat, click the like and subscribe buttons below. And until next time, I'm Amber Hestla. Mike and I will be back soon.